Hey guys, what's up? So today we're going to be going over jungle basics, jungle 101 stuff. So we're going to be going over items, and then we're going to go over paths, and then what champions I recommend. So how's it going, guys? Welcome back. So today we're going to do another class on jungle, and then we're going to have another class on Saturday. We're going to probably do like lane stuff. So hopefully you enjoyed the class last time, and then we can go into the practice tool now. Alright, so let's go right into it. So let's just go over jungle pathing really fast, and then we'll go over items that are really good with the jungle. And so let's go into jungle pathing right now. So let's do just a normal jungler. Very easy. Play jungler. Jarvan. Anybody can play Jarvan. There's not too many mechanics on this champion, and his clear is really good.
By my will, this shall be finished.
And we'll be going over the different types of paths that you can go on Jarvan. So there's going to be just the straight, fast level 3 path, which is going to be double buff and then wall camp. And then after this is going to be, then there is the same side clear path. Let's fast forward to 130. Let me change the screen. So let me show you guys a vertical jungle path as well. So this is mainly for the guys that, are in low elo. Like, a lot of you guys do the same route every single game. So this is a path that will help you guys diversify, your options. So say like enemy jungler starts blue buff or red buff right here, and then their blue buff is open. And if you're playing a stronger level 2 jungler, you can vertical jungle by looking for a level 2 gank bottom, if you'd like, and then heading into his blue buff. This is really good because if you're the stronger jungler and you're against like a full clear jungler, imagine this is like a Fiddlesticks, because Fiddlesticks likes to start red, or Echo, because Echo likes to start red. Then you take their blue buff, you can ward over if you'd like, this spot if they're coming. This way you can take the blue buff very easily. This also makes it so that it pretty much guarantees you bot side control, because this allows you to pretty much have, a hard bottom prio for the bottom Scuttle Crab. Because imagine if like the enemy bottom laner is pushing right now. What will happen is, because you know that Fiddlesticks started top and this forces him out of his jungle since he took his camps, now you have free to gank bot lane. So if there's like an enemy in the bot lane here, easy ganks. The reason why is because the enemy jungler is going to be like, oh shit, Jarvan just took my blue, well now I have to go and try and go to my top side camps or take his blue. If he doesn't go for these camps here, then you just triple buff and you get a level lead. So that's why it's pretty good path, vertical jungle path on level 2 junglers. And I wanted to showcase Jarvan just so you can see what like a level 2 jungler can do. Just because Jarvan's a level 2 jungler, this is probably the best path for him if you want to like have early game impact. Another path is if you want to do red into enemy red, if he starts blue, that way you get 2 red buffs, and then you can triple buff, and you can take 3 buffs, and he'll only have 1 buff. So that's one other path you can do if you're a level 2 jungler. The other very basic path is just to make sure that when you're playing, you know, Hunter's Machete junglers, try to avoid doing Raptors. Because Raptors takes a long time to clear when you're playing Hunter's Machete junglers. So for example here, this is the fastest path. So we're going to be starting at 523. And this is going to be leashless. And look how fast it takes to get level 3. We'll show you exactly where to go after this. So it's going to be a 523 start. So 523. And we'll time exactly when it'll end. And this is the fastest route to ganking top lane. Or mid lane. But usually if you start bottom, top lane is very volatile. You want to do red to blue buff. The reason being is because you don't want to do the AoE camps, since Jarvan is like a single target extraordinaire when it comes to the early ganks or the early pathing. Check it out. We finished the clear at 620. So it literally takes us like 1 minute to get to level 3. And so if we start at 130 in a game, it'll literally be 230 finish with no leash. And then people don't expect a 2-minute 40 gank. So this is why it's like super fast clear. When you play like a Jarvan jungle, when you play like a single target clear jungler like Warwick, Trundle, you know, Lee Sin. These guys don't really like doing AoE camps because they have the Hunter's Machete. Hunter's Machete basic attacks deal 35 bonus damage on hit, and it doesn't really do AoE, whereas the Talisman does AoE. Since the Talisman does AoE, those junglers prefer doing Raptors. So let's leave this game and let me show you guys different routes, full clear routes, when it comes to Talisman jungler. So we can go like Gragas, because that's a new one. I think Gragas is actually pretty good right now. So I want to show you guys Gragas because people are doing Predator with him with the new Predator buffs. And also he is a Talisman jungler, and there are different routes that you can go with Gragas. Yo, what's up, Joseph? So we're just waiting for the client to load up. Can I show Zach clear? I can also show Zach clear as well. So I can explain it if we don't have a chance to show the Zach clear. As for the Ezreal clear is very similar to Jarvan. You focus single target camps since you don't have much AoE, and you focus like red, blue, because you can kite those camps very easily. And you try to avoid Raptors because Raptors is harder to kite since it's like five monsters running right at you. So let's take a look in practice tool here, and let's go into a Gragas clear. So with Gragas, you want to go Predator, Cheap Shot, Eyeball, or Zombie Ward against Hunter, and this is good. Perfect timing. The 10% attack speed is pretty nice because it speeds up your clear on single target camps. Rain, don't go red, blue, Gromp on Echo because Echo does a lot of AoE damage. He has the Talisman as well, so it's actually better to do Raptors and Wolves. Echo really loves doing Raptors and Wolves. So for example, we're playing Gragas, right? Gragas has a lot of AoE damage, so it's actually better to do 3 camps bottom side for level 3 instead of red, blue, Gromp for level 3. So this is how you decide whether it's like best to get level 3 or not, through doing the Raptors or double golems or single target camps like blue and Gromp. So the reason why is because we have Talisman, and let me show you guys how you use Talisman here. So let's fast forward until Raptors spawn. A lot of people don't know about the Talisman passive, but Talisman heals a lot when there's multiple targets. And so like say we're like low HP right now, we're gonna queue this camp. Talisman damaging a monster with a spell or attack steals 30 HP over 5 seconds, and that's pretty much 30 HP per monster. So if there's like 6 monsters here, it's 6 times 30. So we're going to be healing that much, and also it burns. It burns them for 60 magic damage. And this is really OP because check out how much I'm healing. You're like stealing their HP, right? This is why doing raptors and doing like you know, wolves, a lot of monster camps when you have the talisman, it's really good because you're gonna be refreshing this, you know, burn passive on the monsters, and it's literally gonna be healing you. That's why it's good to have it. That's why it makes sense. So hopefully you guys understand better why Hunter's Talisman junglers love doing raptors and wolves more, and why single target guys like doing the machete and like to prioritize, you know, the single target camp. So hopefully this makes a lot of sense. This is probably going to help a bunch of you guys understand, like, oh, so that's why these guys are doing raptors a lot more. That's why this guy keeps on skipping raptors, you know. Hopefully that makes a ton of sense. So basically with the, let's reset this game. Let me show you guys the Gragas clear. So with Gragas, usually if you start a buff, Gragas does need a leash sometimes, but if he can't get a leash, then you can just start W, use your passive, get the healing. Every single time you cast the ability with the passive is not on cooldown, you get 30 HP. It's fine to go a little bit lower on HP, because we'll heal up. I'll probably use Smite on double golems here. Then we're going to do Raptors. This is when you can pop your potion if you like. We're not going to pop our potion yet, because if you stay below 30% HP, you do get a little bit extra healing. So see how like Raptors is like healing us from the talisman? So we're like not even losing HP while doing Raptors. Our clear is pretty good right now. We even pop the potions. So see how we can do 3 camps on the bottom side jungle and get level 3 at the same time. So this makes it so that if you want to like gank mid, right now if you pop your potions, you can probably be full HP or be pretty healthy. You can look for a bot gank if you want to cheese gank bottom. And then this clear, the 3 camp bot side clear on Gragas, it allows you to gank mid before you do your clear. You can even look to be like, if top is really volatile, you're level 3 already, you can look top really fast, or you can just do your clear. And as you do your clear, you want to look at your top lane, you want to look at mid. This is really nice, because after you get level 3, your clear is just so much better. Doing the single target camps on Gragas is a lot easier when you have 3 abilities, rather than starting on the blue side when you only have 1 or 2 abilities and trying to do Gromp. So this is also really important as well, is that when you have enough gold and you have Predator junglers, you try and get Predator ASAP, because Predator ganks are really OP. We're gonna buy a pink ward here. And check out this target dummy. So I'm gonna move my Predator into, you know, a keybind. I have it on T. Just make it very easy to access Predator. And pretty much you can do this on like Hecarim, you can do this on like, you know, Skarner. Gragas is really good Predator. Fiddlesticks is not bad with Predator. Volibear is not bad with Predator. So Predator, it activates instantly now, and now you have like a ghosted gank. So this is really good when you're trying to set up ganks. You're getting that early buy with the Predator. But keep in mind, guys, the Predator Keep in mind, guys, the Hunter's Talisman versus Machete kind of interaction that we showed you guys. That's probably going to be the biggest difference when it comes to learning your first jungle clear. Also, someone asked the question, Talisman does apply even if it's not AoE, so Talisman does apply to like single target camps. The problem is that, like, see how it's only 13? Like, it's only stealing like 13 every single second, but it's even better when you're doing like Raptors, because you're stealing like 12 on each monster, so you just heal more because it's AoE. So usually when you have AoE spells or AoE, like, you know, type of items, it's very easy to do the camps that have less HP. So it's 400 per like small monster. But if we go and check like the blue buff here, it's 2100 HP. So it's much easier, and we'll just show you guys an example. It's much easier to do Raptors. Like, we'll just show you really fast here. Like, this is how fast it takes us to do Raptors, right? With our burn and our AoE spells. It literally was like a few seconds. And let's take a look at how long it takes us to do blue buff. But it would be the exact opposite of this if you were playing like a single target jungler, like Warwick, Trundle, you know, like Jarvan. Even though Jarvan does have AoE spells, it's not nearly as strong as just his base auto attacks, because he starts with machetes. So this is why it's pretty important. Another thing to note, guys, is that when you guys are looking for bases, always try and get pink wards in the best pink ward spots in the game. This pink ward for defensive, you know, mid lane vision, so you can spot if like enemy jungler is trying to gank mid. You can spot if enemy jungler is trying to get Scuttle Crab. This river here, it can spot, you know, most people walk through this area in order to like get Scuttle Crab or to check dragon. So this pink ward is really nice. Aggressive pinks that you can think about are here as well. It spots like a bunch of intersections here, 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 and then here. Like if someone's like walking here. This one's not my personal favorite, but if you put it at the edge, it's not bad because it does spot like the entrance into the blue side jungle most of the time. The only problem with this pink ward here, that it does not spot this entrance, and it doesn't show like the Gromp and blue camp. Another aggressive pink ward that you can think about is one right here, as well as one here for defensive. Another aggressive one is on the red buff here. It spots like the intersection of the red buff. Boom, boom, boom. So these are good pink ward spots depending on where you're playing towards, which lane's like snowballing. So you want to use your aggressive pink ward on, you know, snowballing lanes on the side that you're trying to snowball. When to switch between red and yellow trinkets. So it's always good to switch when you have like a long cooldown on the yellow trinket, because it goes down to from 2 minutes to 40 seconds. So after you use your initial yellow trinket, you can switch to the red trinket. You want red trinket most of the time as junglers, so make sure to have red trinket more often than not. Yellow trinket's good if you need more vision though. Alright guys, any other questions about, you know, the clear early game jungle pathing? Let me know any questions in chat right now. We can do like a short Q&A and then we'll go over the next topic. Hey Mike, do you think that learning jungle would have an impact on how well you rotate and gank as a support? Yep, most definitely, because as a support, you can really help track the enemy jungler, you can help gank setup, you can also basically gank as a support too. When you're coming out of base, you can look to get mid lane, or you can even look to pair up with your jungler and look to like roam with him to invade. Jungle support synergy is a really important thing. What junglers do you recommend so that you can carry teams in Platinum? So in Platinum, even in the lower elos, like I would consider Platinum lower elo too. Try and prioritize junglers that have good clear, that have, you know, good team fighting, scale decently. I would recommend junglers like a Mumu. I'd recommend junglers like, you know, AP Shyvana's like fine as well if you want to carry jungler, something that clears well, something that doesn't take too many mechanics to learn. So Jarvan is pretty good in that sense, has good engage, you know, is really good at clearing, can gank effectively, not too high skill cap. Another one I'd recommend right now that's really good is Fiddlesticks. Fiddlesticks is also really good in low elo because he doesn't get punished that much and he usually gets to like level 6 very easily. Another one as well is Graves. Graves is good because she's just overpowered right now. A ton of junglers are meta right now, like you can literally play anything. I'm listing the ones that I feel that have most impact. Eve is also really good. Nunu is good for lower elos as well. Warwick is good for lower elos because it kind of like makes up for, you know, sometimes you guys don't look at the map as much. Warwick will give you a scent and that'll help you out and you can get a bunch of ganks. Trundle is also a good one. Trundle is not too mechanically intensive and he's a strong brawler. He's a strong ganker, strong at getting objectives. Jax jungle is like okay-ish if you're against like Xin Zhao, like a DPS jungler, but if you're against like a Fiddlesticks, then it's terrible. If you're against like AP guys, then Jax is not so great. What champ is a good ban as Graves? I don't think you necessarily have to ban anything when you're playing Graves. There's not really that many counters to Graves, if any at all. He's like a strong jungler. Overall, like doesn't really have much counters, really good numbers. So yeah, difference between starting jungle items, pathing wise, when to choose for champions. So basically, we kind of went over this, but I'll rebrief it. So if you do have the talisman, you're better off doing AoE camps like Raptors, Double Golems, Bulls. If you do have the Hunter's Machete, you're better off doing single target camps like Red, Blue, Gromp, and we'll count Wolves too, because Wolves is pretty single target if you just like one-shot the small ones. Wolves is just easy for everybody to do. It doesn't matter what jungler you are. Wolves is probably like the weakest camp in the game, so definitely do Wolves anytime like you're struggling with your clear. Wolves to do. Still need help with tracking Eve, Shaco, Rengar. So best thing to do when tracking Eve, Shaco, Rengar is ward enemy camps. This is a perfect ward. It shows Raptor camp. It shows if they go right, left, bottom, you know, up here. It covers the gank here as well. It pretty much covers every intersection of like this area. So this is a pretty good ward. If you want it to be more exact, you can ward like a little bit over here to show this dark spot as well. But this spot makes it so you can see a little bit more like this. So it's good to keep, you know, yellow trinket when you're playing against, you know, those stealth junglers and ward the camps. Best item to start with Vi, Hunter's Machete for sure, and then focus the single target camp. Because he's like a very auto-intensive champion, and Hunter's Machete gives you lifesteal, and it gives you bonus damage on hit, so it's really good. How can you handle too much information in the game? It just comes with practice. So one game, you say, alright, we're going to practice map awareness. Alright, this game, I'm going to practice, you know, map awareness and thinking about missing enemies. Then now we work on 2 things. Then the next game, you can track summoner spells on top of it. Now that's 3. Next thing, you can track, you know, camp respawn timers. Now 4. So you just work your way up. So right now, I can track a ton of things. The main things that I consider working on is tracking the enemy jungle. That's my #1 priority. Tracking my camp respawns, second. Early game pathing. I track I try and track as many lanes as possible. Sometimes I slip up, but I try and track at least 2 out of 3 lanes. Wave states, another thing I track. Where enemies ward, really important. Important camp respawns, like dragons, second dragons coming up, herald respawns, buff respawns, reds, blue buffs, because this helps you track the enemy jungler. Because if you know when the enemy camps are respawning, you know where the enemy jungler is. Tracking summoner spells. And you kind of just like work your way up, and then you always want to track your gold. And it's good to track the timer here as well, like it's 18 minutes, so that you have a good read of like how the pace of the game, like how fast the game is going, you know, should you be this level at this time, etc. And what objectives are spawning, like Baron coming up, like all that stuff. And then you want to track your scoreboard, so you can track like power spikes, like who has the power spikes in the game. So these are all really important things to track. And the first easy thing that I'd recommend is just like putting on like a timer, like a alarm beeper in the background, and then make it so like this game you track minimap, boom, 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 every 10 seconds, you know. And then next game you put different alarm, track something else like enemy jungler. Where's the enemy jungler? Try and think about the enemy jungler. You build the muscle in your brain, and then you'll get better on it. Should you get a leash with a Mumu? Well, actually, if you start Hunter's Talisman and you start E and you do Raptor solo, you can literally heal off the Raptor, so you don't actually need the leash. So try it out. I also have a Mumu guide on my Patreon, patreon.com/MikeYeung, or you can check out my Discord for like more content, discord.gg/MikeYeung and twitch.tv/MikeYeung. So if you are looking for more like champion guides and stuff, and more information and coaching and stuff, then check out my social media panels or description below in the description box, or you can just search my name and look for my social media. How do you pick up red or blue smite? This is an important question. I usually go over this as a very simple topic. So red smite, good against bruisers. For example, because the 20% damage reduction, you're against Rengar, right? Smite him before he uses his abilities, his damage is cut. Say you're against Fiddlesticks. Well, want to chase him down, you already beat Fiddlesticks 1v1. When you're trying to gank him, you're trying to chase him down. Or if you're against Xerath, right? You're trying to chase them down, steal their move speed. They're a range champion. So the idea I put in my head that makes it a lot easier for you guys to decide is if they have more melee champions, red smite. If they have more range champions and squishy champions, blue smite. So hopefully that helps. Makes a lot of sense, because if they're a range champion, you're trying to get on top of them. If they're a melee champion, you're already, you know, in the brawling position and you just want the extra combat stacks. So let's go over jungle items as well. So as a AP jungler, you always want to go Runic Echoes. Reason being is because you get a bunch of AP. It gives you like this charge thing at 100 charges. You blast like these, like, what's it called? It's like these bubbles, the Syndric bubbles. The Ludent Echoes bubbles at like 100 stacks, and it does AoE damage, does more damage, but also recovers your mana. So it's really nice. Yeah, so see those purple bubbles? And it recovers your mana. Try and rush this item. This is your power spike in the game. The next important like item in the game, if you are going like tank and Cinderhulk, is when you do camps, it burns enemies. Like when you're nearby camps, you're in combat. So it burns the enemies, which is really nice. Does a lot of damage when you burn enemies. But also the nice thing is when you CC something, it does like an AoE blast and does a little bit more damage. So this really helps your clear if you're doing AoE camps, like boom. So you just need to have your CC up, and then you kind of like one-shot camps. The next item is going to be the warrior. This is really insane. This is really insane to note, guys, is when you upgrade any sort of jungle item, it's super cost efficient, so trying to get, you know, base as soon as you have your jungle upgrade item. So take a look at this. Alfield's Warhammer is 25 AD, right? And to upgrade this with this into the Warrior enchant, it's 525 gold. So you're literally spending 525 gold in order to get nearly a 35 AD damage bonus. So if you compare that to a BF sword, that's basically, you know, a 1300 gold value. But instead for Warrior, which takes 500 extra gold to combine these items. So what I see a lot is a lot of junglers like hold on to like getting the Warrior spike. They delay it when they're playing like Lee Sin, Jarvan, you know, champions that want to go Warrior first. Other examples would be like probably Kha'Zix. Kha'Zix is pretty good with Warrior as well. Kayn is good with Warrior. So basically try and get your item jungle spikes earlier than later because they're very, very cost effective. There are junglers that don't really want to go, you know, the entire upgrade, and that's completely fine. Like for example Rengar, because Rengar is like doing the lethality rush. But usually like if you're Lee Sin, for someone that likes building Warrior because of the CDR, the extra damage, jungle smite item, then definitely try and get it and time it with like a good buy situation to get it ASAP. Kindred's good, definitely good. Alright guys, so let's do an in-house now. I'm gonna make a lobby, get ready to join guys, and we'll be starting a game. Black Cleaver on Jarvan. Black Cleaver on Jarvan is a little bit better than Titanic Hydra because Titanic Hydra is like kind of too expensive and less cost efficient. Opinion on Xin Zhao. I think Xin Zhao is pretty decent, really good in solo queue, especially low elo solo queue. This is going to be NA. Will this video be around after you finish live streaming? So if you do save the link, then you can rewatch the video. It's going to be unlisted, but if you do save the link, then you can. So it's going to be ProGuides in-house, team size, password is 123. What's bad against Kindred? Tank junglers are usually bad against Kindred because Kindred just very easily kites them and out DPSs them. Hey, what's up Don? How's it going guys? But do you build Black Cleaver only if enemy has tanky champs? It is true that Black Cleaver is more efficient against tankier champions, but Black Cleaver alone as an item is completely fine. And the reason why is because like Black Cleaver has a lot of very cost-effective stats, for example the CDR, and also because of it just gives you HP and damage, so it's a nice balance. What is an important item for Varus? Lethality items are really good. Lethality items are especially good if the enemy's not building tanky at all. Holy shit, the spectators own spectators slots full. So let's go into the game. Lethal tempo on Jarvan. So actually there was one point when Jarvan players would go Hail Blades because you get, so while you knock someone up, you gain 110% attack speed for 3 attacks. Usually you get 3 attacks off, and it's pretty nice. So if you are trying to go like a cheese rune page, I recommend Hail Blades instead of Lethal Tempo. The one jungler that I think is really off the radar right now is Set Jungle. So we're actually going to be playing some Set Jungle. What's a champion that no one plays? No one plays Rolling Soul. We're just open banning. Hopefully no one plays Bard either.
I'm undisputed.
So Phase Rush is really good on Set because the Set jungle you literally are the strongest brawler, so it's good to have Phase Rush just to get on top of people. So the only thing that Set really needs in the jungle position is mobility, and because he already out DPSs everybody. If you guys watched Cuz from SKT played Set jungle like 2 days ago, and this is where I got the idea where it's like a bunch of people are playing Set jungle now, probably higher prio. Also LEC was playing a lot of Set jungle too. So this is a pick that I do recommend you Set players try out. You know, play him in the jungle. I think it's really good. So we're against Olaf jungle. Olaf is actually a really strong brawler as well, but actually early levels we can beat him. Have you ever tried Umbral Glaive on Set jungle support? No, I have not. Please take the skin. Dude, I like the base skin, because I think the base skin looks cooler. Oh, are we against Mundo jungle or Olaf jungle? No, until yeah, base skin for Set, dope. Alright, go look, have fun everybody. Remember guys, games for fun and for learning purposes. So, you know, just enjoy this in-house. Why do I use this rune? So the other rune that you can go is Conqueror, but actually in the jungle, you want to prioritize, you know, having better gank threat, and also just like this is the base rune page for Set jungle in esports, so it's more like tested already. So I'm kind of more leaning towards, you know, the more competitive rune page rather than the solo queue rune page. It's really good because it's good in gank setups. Like for example, if you bring someone in with your E, then you have Phase Rush to continue to chase them down afterwards. Kindred is really good against Trundle. Carry junglers are typically good against Trundle. You don't want to pick tank against Trundle because then he steals your tank stats. No, I see the Jhin top. Jhin top versus Mundo. Please make more live classes like this. This is so useful. Yo, thank you, bro. If you check me out on my, social medias below in the description, I'll try and get more educational content out there as well. And you can get more notifications of like when I do classes. And also, if you check out the ProGuides website, they do more classes like this for other roles as well as like other guides, like other topics. So yeah. What do you think about Kane? Kane is really good if you know his like ins and outs as a champion. He's hard to pull off, so make sure you have like a decent understanding of the champion. Yo, thank you, Dusty Clouds. Appreciate it, bro. Hog is ProGuides live. So this game, as you're coming out of base as a jungler, a few things to note is lane matchups. So we have to understand every single lane matchup in order to path correctly. The top lane is range versus melee, so we want to actually protect this guy so he doesn't get camped. Uno is also easy to gank early because he doesn't have like, what's it called, like an escape. Mid lane's easy to gank as well, he doesn't have an escape. Bot lane is probably going to be the easiest lane for me to gank like later on in the game when we're level 6, because these guys, Senna's easy to gank, Rakan has CC set up with his ultimate. Also, we can look to gank early as well if we like. Olaf as a jungler likes to start blue buff and then full clear, so he likes to start top. I think we're going to start red buff and we're going to focus on single target camps, because we do have the Hunter's Machete, we do have the auto resets from starting Q. And so my pathing is going to be bot to top. Want to cover for the Jhin because Jhin is trying to play aggressive early. So these are the thoughts that you have in your mind. Nope, there's no stream delay, so hopefully they don't stream snipe. It's all good if they do. We'll outplay it. There's Ezreal and Senna. Use your auto reset with your Q. You want to use your Q after the second auto. There's a chance that Olaf started red, top side, or he solo started. You can just decide jungle tracking based off of a leash. Looks like he did start red, because Mundo probably leash. So we'll assume that he probably started red. So we're doing a fast level 3 clear. Nice, bomb's already winning. The top doesn't look gankable right now. Mid does look gankable. We want to try that. But actually bottom seems like the most volatile. So we're pathing our way to bottom. You see my pathing is towards bottom right now. So we chase here. Going for Senna. We have E here for Senna. Nice. We have W to block. We saw that the wave state bottom was bad for the enemy support. We actually deny this wave, guys. It's diveable. I missed my E, but it's still killable here. Nice. And we deny an entire wave and more possibly. Pull off here. Ooh, not good. I think I might have to flash. Let's flash. So they definitely overstayed. We should just walk back through the tower instead of like try and base in their tri-bush. It's all good. We got out. And so here we think about our pathing again. So bot lane is freezing to bot here, and Senna has no flash. Ezreal has no flash. So we can actually repath down here. So look at lane states when you're thinking about like where to path out of base. It's really important to think about lane states. They're crucial. Do you know? It's like they do know. But it's not going to change anything. Like, we have a freeze set up. Hopefully they do know how to freeze. Looks like I walked over pink without knowing it. So yeah, the freeze is set up. Honestly, probably gonna camp here. Just so they miss more EXP.
An enemy has been slain.
Let's see if they walk up again. We can go here. I can pull someone. Oh. We missed both our spells. I need a recon to hit Ezreal there. So we denied a little bit of Ezreal EXP there. Holy shit. Their Olaf is so fed because he got 3 kills. Alright, well, I'm gonna be behind this jungle actually. Actually, kinda troll too, because my bot lane broke the freeze. So me pathing bottom lane didn't really help much. I thought my bot lane would be able to keep a freeze there. I think they just really messed it up by pushing too hard. So we're just gonna catch up in jungle. Olaf there. He took my camps. My Gromp's probably gone too, but we'll just double check. Head back to my red now. So after clearing their wards, I probably shouldn't have showed again. So I probably showed too much in the bot lane there. I thought it'd be worth it because then Ezreal would lose like multiple waves, but because we broke the freeze, he didn't really lose anything at all. Even if they back off, like they're just losing waves in EXP, which is good for me, but we just need to learn how to freeze better there in that situation. Nice, nice. So Olaf's not showing here, so there's a chance that he's going to be on top scuttle. You have to be a little bit careful. Alright, we got it. We can board deep. Take the pink ward. The Olaf here, level 7. Once I'm level 6, then I'm chilling. He's just really strong because he got the double kill from bot lane and top. So we're gonna ping back there. We're gonna be level 6 after this. And we have jungle item in base too, so we're really strong after we base. Nice. Camping bottom paid off in the long run. Augers. And as a jungler, you just want to play around your winning lane. So prioritize on playing around your winning lane, because it's much easier to snowball through your winning lane and get objectives around them. So for example, dragons, you know, 2v2 kills, they're kind of diving a little bit aggressive. But actually, Xayah can turn this around if he uses ulti. He uses feathers instead of ulti, so he didn't have enough mana. We can actually fight this with Cassio. Cassio wants. I think he's dead. I don't even need to use my flash. Yep. Save my flash there. We can take dragon. That's a good combo there. I eat in, I use auto resets, ulti, and then W to finish. So there's a pink ward there, so we can get that pink ward after. Getting the pink now. Let's actually set up. My pink is already here. That's good. Good pink. Few camps for now. Herald could be next play, or next play would be to dive bottom. So one thing that you can do, dive bottom, is there's Herald, there's Olaf. So we can actually just pressure dive bottom right now. We're gonna clear this pink. I just want my bot lane to push. And Set is really good at diving because I have my ulti. Looks like they're watching his stream, so they have a decent idea. I don't think there's anything they can stop. Ooh, Rakan tanked a little bit much. It's better if I tank since I have the giant shield, or Rakan, or Xayah tanks because she has the power reset with ulti as well. But we get a bunch of plates here, so we take it. So really easy to snowball your hard winning lanes. There's a Senna. Back off here actually. Get the tower on the next push. Probably shouldn't have gone for the last plating, but he just got a better reset. This is completely fine. Go for boost swiftness. You go for Deadman's Plate. Deadman's Plate's really good on set. Swapping to Red Trinket now. We're in a state of game where denying vision is more important. Set up objectives like dives and dragons. So we want to prioritize heading bottom again. It's going to be our main focus this game. Senna. You can look for a fight here. Down. Trying to kill this Mundo. We're getting poked out. But we got 2 kills for 0. Take that. I can just look to keep doing camps here. Completely fine. Ooh, killed Olaf. So check out like how I'm moving my camera as I'm doing camp. I want to always be involved in the game like even if you're just PvEing. So you have the most information as possible to make the correct decisions. And tracking, using tab once in a while, tracking, you know, respawns like Dragon, Herald. So we want to play for Dragon next. We're just gonna wait for our team to get back on the map. We can pull these together too. And then we want to head to Dragon together. Windows top. We can actually flank these guys here. Down to flank the Vel'Koz. Hold them into the recon. Boom. We're so speedy. Like Q gives 30% move speed, and also a boost of swiftness. I have Nimbus Cloak. Probably could have killed this guy, because I had my E, but I think it's fine to go straight for the drag. They get dragged there, good. And we should have Deadmans in base after one more camp. Farming for Deadmans, because you get extra move speed, Deadmans, and your autos slow champions, and it's good health and armor, because they are majority AD. And we got Deadmans, nice. And next we want to play for Herald in 1 minute.
An ally has been slain.
Do we get Dragon here? Adjust my camera.
Shut down.
Look at how fast we are when we get 100 stacks of Deadmans now. So like the move speed just builds up. It's really nice because move speed is really good on set. Now we want to set up for Herald. We push out top wave as well. Crashing into the tower. We don't want to lose any XP. So you can actually hex flash like that. Rakan took the cannon. I should have been a little bit closer. Nice. And now we can take Herald. We have Herald set up. Look how fast we are. 480 base move speed. So check out how we're focusing objectives with 2 dragons. Now we want to use this Herald in order to get the last outer tower down. So we're gonna Herald mid. And our move speed is just getting even faster. Take that. Oh, this is actually a really nice drag, guys. Check this out. So Hex Flash, Insect. Take the tower here. We can use Herald if we'd like for the second tower. I'm gonna chase here actually. I have my W, so... Oh, I need some peeling on Mundo, guys. I'm gonna use Champion's body block. That can help out again. Holy shit. I used W a little bit early there. Yeah, let's back off. Because dragon spawning in 130, we're really low. It's good to find good reset timers, and then we can play for the dragon next. So let's go for... Next item can be either Warmogs. Could have been Warmogs. We could have also went Gargoyles just to be extra tanky, but I don't think we're killable right now. So we want to set it for Dragon. That's going to be next play. Baron's in 10 seconds. Oh, look. Here. We can actually flash this guy down. We get Nimbus Cloak. Fight for the move speed. Pull him in. Ulti him into Ezreal. So we can get Ezreal too. Then we have W for the tower shots. Boom. We're out. And I'll get Dragon. Well, I guess they could have gotten tower too. But it's all good. They should have gotten tower while I got Dragon. Because they have 3 dead. Let's get stacking Dragon. Dragon Soul is a very easy win condition. Nice. How much gold do we need for this? 400 gold. Let's stick around. We have good health regen too, so we'll be healthy in no time. That's passive gives them a lot of health regen. Looks like they're going for Jade in the jungle here. Also, jungle item gives a lot of lifesteal. So like right here we have 10% lifesteal versus monsters. Now we have item for our Warmog. Then we should play for tier 2 top. Last outer tower over here. All stop.
Ally has been slain. Your team has destroyed a turret.
You can run bomb here. We actually do the strat again. The Hex Flash. Might be stuck here, guys. He flashed my ulti, so I
Your team has destroyed
went into his team. Max W.
Shut down. Your team has destroyed.
We're getting a bunch of objectives though, but my perfect KDA, guys. F's in chat, please. So next we want to play for 4th Mountain Drag. We get Mountain Drag and then we have Mountain Drag Soul. And then like I'm extra tanky and then it's easy to play for Baron, it's easy to play for everything. The next, we should actually check Baron. They might be on it. Low chance. Low chance, but it's a possibility because we have 0 vision there. Either way, it's good to clear out vision on Baron for ourselves. I'm just like owning this guy right here. go front line over here. Kind of chase the Ezreal down actually. Ezreal's in the bush, we know that. Trying to pull them together. But we can end off this. We don't even need the Mountain Soul. So we kind of like bait out the Baron here by like pretending like we're going for the Baron. Then we walk in the enemy jungle. We try and force the fight. No one expects this. The Hex Splash. Oh, that's a good recon. Engage. We can stun these guys here. A lot of true damage. Oh, rip. Careful, guys. Okay, I inted that, guys. I was trying to get the double stun. But Vel'Koz ulti does so much damage. Okay, so now we do want our fair share of magic resist. So let's go into the gargoyles. I just didn't realize how squishy I was against Vel'Koz. Even though he had one item, I'm like 3.5. So let's go for gargoyles. Really, really good item if you just want to be unkillable. My runes are Phase Rush, Nimbus, Hex Flash, Burst Velocity. So we should get the last mountain, guys. Looks like Mundo's heading there right now. So let's fight for this last mountain drag. You can play for a steal if they're on it. Not on it. Okay, we definitely take the fight. Waiting for the team to get closer. We can just stall this out. Or I can look for Vel'Koz on the flank here. Okay, they're scared. Yeah, they should be really scared now. Let's just do the dragon. I'm gonna ulti this guy in, hold them together, go for Vel'Koz here. Boom. So if you ulti a tank in, your ulti... Oh, help me on this guy, guys. I can pull this guy. I still have my W shield, so I think I'm pretty safe here. So if you ulti here, you take 50% of the grabbed enemy's bonus HP, and you do more physical damage. So for example, me taking the Mundo's really good because he's a tank. He has HP from Sunfire, his HP from Spirit Visage, and that's how I did like a freaking giant AoE damage and almost one-shot Vel'Koz. Yo, haven't seen. GG. Well played, guys. That was a fun game. Alright, guys. So let me give you guys some advice. Just for the game, just general advice. So I kind of messed up my pathing, so we'll go over the review. So I kind of messed up my pathing when I did red, blue, Gromp, and then I did my walls, rafters, and gank bottom. So the gank bottom was really good the first time around. We killed the Senna, and then I re-ganked. I re-ganked out of base after I based, and they had it warded. I walked over pink ward. I should have killed the pink ward, threatened the gank after doing a double golems camp instead of just re-ganking, because I did fall behind a little bit of CS there. So it is important to do camps between ganks if they're playing safe, but it's also really important that Xayah, Captain, and Teemo, that you guys maintain the freeze so that they would lose CS when I'm threatening the gank. So when your jungler is, trying to set up a gank or trying to gank your lane, it's not good to auto push, because if you set up the freeze, you are putting the enemy bot lane in a life-death situation, game or death situation, whereas like he gets gold from the CS, gets EXP, or he dies. So, or he doesn't get the gold and EXP. So if he gets the gold, he's probably going to die from a gank. If he doesn't get the gold, that's a win-win situation, right? Because we're setting for freeze, he can't walk up. That's why freezing with jungle gank paired together, you can get a huge advantage. The next thing as well is that we were able to keep on diving bottom. We could have kept on, sweeping out the vision, got sweeper earlier to keep on denying the vision instead of having yellow trinket. So sweeper earlier would probably be better. One thing I did notice this game was that the matchups were pretty bad for you guys on the enemy team. So be careful picking range support against heavy engage champions like Set, Rakan. Be really careful. So even if you were playing Nami or Lulu, it is very difficult to play range champions versus engaged champions, because that's kind of like the counter. The other thing, mid lane was kind of just like a farm fest. I do think that Cassio maybe could have played a little bit more aggressive, because Cassio is probably stronger than Vel'Koz early game if you can dodge the abilities. Where if Vel'Koz can lick the hit, then I guess it's more of just a skill matchup lane. Top lane, it's probably pretty hard for Mundo, TBH, because Mundo is really strong. Because Jhin is really strong at punishing like someone that has no gap closer that can get on top of him. But actually, I would have liked to see Lucky Olaf, you just keep on camping top. So pathing bottom to counter gank, trying to help your losing lane and bring it up to speed is a lot harder than just trying to snowball your other lane that's winning. So it was hard for you because I know Mundo's not really really hard winning, but you guys did get a kill on Jhin, and what keeps working, just keep going for it. It's a lot easier than trying to diffuse this bad situation, which was us camping bot lane, because we were just stronger 3v3. But I guess the first clear was good. I think your first clear was good to get the double kill, so props on you for that. After the 2 kills, you could have probably snowballed top a lot harder, camp the Jhin, dive the Jhin. But I think you played well with the first clear to counter bot dive and try and get 2 kills. Alright guys, so we're going to be going into, for the last bit of this lesson, we're going to be going over 1v1s. So let's go over some 1v1s since we got time, we got 18 minutes. So I'm going to put a password, join when you guys are ready, ProGuides 1v1. Gotta make it fair for everybody to join. So password is gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, actually, not that room. Sorry guys, I had too many people there. Team size 1. Alright, the password is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I do think Set is good in official 5v5 games. I definitely think he's good. Alright, let's do it. Yeah, I want to play the new Volibear. This will be a treat for you guys. The new Volibear is so strong at 1. He got buffed for I don't know, the second time too. Third time, second time. Oh yeah guys, remember, if you guys enjoyed the lesson, make sure to head over to my Twitch at twitch.tv/MikeYeung. Hit me with that follow, get more notifications on my Discord as well, discord.gg. So yeah, check those links out, twitch.tv/MikeYeung. How do you avoid being early invaded as Eve? So try and start the opposite side as the enemy jungler. Yeah, new Volibear is good when ahead, and it's hard for him to come back if he's behind, but that's pretty much the same with every champion. Every league is just a snowbally game, just in general. When you're losing, it feels really bad. When you're winning, it's easier to win. So I think volley is good in the sense where it's he has the tools to get ahead.
Welcome to
Mike, do you think Phase Rush or
Summoner's
Fleet is better on Graves? I think Phase Rush is better. General good game clear path for Lee and Jarvan. Double buff into Gromp, single target camps. Just do such a fast clear if you do that. So Kled is a really scary 1v1 champion to go against. The reason why is because Kled just has like a dismount form, so he has like 2 lives and like separate abilities too. Like he also has 2 abilities when he's dismounted. Like he has the, you know, Q Graves like Q, the old Graves Q, like the Cone Blast. I'm on the NA server. What runes are perfect for set? Conqueror or Phase Rush? Conqueror if you're a top laner, Phase Rush if you're a jungler. Led might win this. It's gonna be a skill matchup for sure. Good clear path for tank junglers. Full clear is usually good. They just proc my bone planing, but we just walk forward and we proc his. I have W again. So if he does want to walk up, we just W him. I mean, I'm gonna take this trade actually. We have another W coming up here. Okay. See how like Volibear's W is just like so OP. Now we have E, so if he does want to trade with me again. Trying to get level 2, so we need to be a little bit careful. We are a little bit low. I actually know that I'm in this bush. So I think I'm gonna base and TP back. We don't want to risk, you know, dying. We're a bit low. We can go to 2 kills. TP back. Buy your item after you TP back. Save some time. Now we push. Whoops. Cannon. My W is a low mana, so you can use W to CS anytime as well. When you're at 5 stacks, you just have a ton of attack speed. Very easy to push. We're actually still stronger here. Boom. So we just knew we were stronger. We have double Doran's blade. W heals me. E gives me a shield. GG, bro. Blade. I'm pretty sure it's just a Volibear favored matchup. Possibly Volibear is actually the strongest early game brawler in top lane right now. But he does descale if you don't snowball with him. So I guess that's like where his weakness lies. So keep that in mind, guys, when you're trying to play Volibear. But I do think he's a good pick because you do have the tools to snowball if you play well. That's such a dumb ability. Alright guys, we're gonna wait for the client to load, then we have time for another 1v1. Hey chat, who's your favorite mid laner? Link asks. So if you want to go over the jungle lesson from earlier, we're just, you know, doing some Veer games right now just to end off the stream. If you do want to go over the jungle lessons from earlier, save the link. After I end the stream, you can rewatch the entire lesson. So the password is going to be pizza, custom game, blind pick, very custom, team size 1. Alan, Nico, Galio. Yo, chat, who's your favorite jungler? I want everybody to answer this one. This is a good one. Favorite jungler. Echo, Shaco, Echo Kane. Silas, Rengar, Eve, Rengar, Nunu, Eve, Ivern, Udyr, Kane, Jax, Kindred, Kane, Echo, Nu, Kane, Graves, Kindred, then Diana, Lee Sin, Vi, Kha'Zix, Phil6, Rengar, Volibear, Shyvana, Hecarim, Shyvana, Trundle, Moon. Wow, there's a lot of diversity. A lot of Kindreds, a lot of Eves, a lot of Kha'Zixes, Echoes, Kane, a lot of Kanes, Kindred. Jeez, a lot of Kindreds and Kanes. Keep that, I'll note that. Nami jungle is a pocket. Alright. Alright, let's go different champion top. Play more Volibear.
Feel the power.
Rune Guard Volibear. The Volibear skins are so cool. It feels like you're playing a different champion every. What junglers would you suggest playing in more team-oriented ranked modes like Clash? So engage junglers is pretty good. So Jarvan, really good. Trundle is really good for like control. Strong early game. You can pretty much play anything that you're comfortable with. I say like supportive junglers are a little better when you're playing like a team environment. Unless your team playing really aggressive. If you're a really aggressive team, then you can play like Lee Sin, you can play like Rek'Sai, Olaf. If you're more of like just playing to control things, then the supportive junglers, the engaged junglers are nice. Next one we want to go random. Oh, we're against Fiora. Alright, this matchup is not even fair for Fiora, because I just heal up all her damage. I guess one win condition she does have is to parry my stun, and then stun me and reduce my attack speed. But it's very difficult for her, because I can try and bait it out, because I can like run at her, and then cancel my auto attack animation, and then try and like predict it. You can view this video if you save the link, guys. So save the link, bookmark it. You can rewatch the beginning lesson. We cover some really good stuff for jungle. You cancel Volibear Q animation. There's a chance that you actually cannot, but you can kind of like pretend like you're walking up at somebody and then like not click on them when you're right on top of them and like bait them out. Goron's Blade is really good against bruisers, especially if you think you have snowballing, like a snowball win condition in lane. So I think I'm stronger level 1, so I'm gonna take this because my W is a 5-second cooldown. The reason why champions like Renekton, Volibear, and like champions that have low cooldowns in the top lane like Hecarim are so strong is because of the low cooldown ability that they can keep on spamming.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
Oh yeah, bait him out by attacking a minion. If he Qs me here, I can just W him back. Let's actually see if he goes. Oh, vital changed. Or we're dipping. Look at this animation. That's so cool.
Minions have spawned.
Trying to reset his vital. I think Echo's a pretty good jungler. Let's try and reset that vital. What the heck, Kled? Fucking troll. Kinda guarding this minion. He goes up to auto the minion. Get a free hit here. Might go for the vital on me. Go for the auto W. We're 2 CS to 1. We're trying to protect and gain a CS advantage early on. Putting pressure on him while he's trying to CS. Because if he's using his CS, his auto attack on the CS, right? Then he's not using the auto attack on me because he'll be on cooldown. W for the heal since my mark is still on him. Done. He didn't expect it. And we just win the 1v1. We can just flash for it if we want, but I think he has nowhere to run. Get the 2 kills. He's down for it. Nice, he's TPing back. You get the wave in. The wave is now in. He won't be able to freeze this. He'll lose way too much HP if he tries to freeze this. Like, that's not even worth, like, freeze. Because he loses like half his HP. Then we'll TP back. And now he's gonna be low. And it's even like a dive angle. It gets a little bit lower. So we try and deny the cannon minion here. Yes. Now we have another point in W. Walks up. Just have to be careful about getting parried under tower, because then we'll pretty much lose the lane if we do that. We're not going to use our W. Getting an auto there. So here we can actually set up a freeze if we like. Setting up a freeze is good if you want to keep on snowballing. Like, push them to get out of their tower. We're just going to last hit. We're up 10 CS right now. I want to stand on this minion so he doesn't get the minion for free. So I get 97 damage off of him there. I'm gonna try and get this minion. Block the minion. It's important to block minions like you're snowballing so you don't give free minions. Nice. Baited out the parry. So we can actually hard push now because he is in tower dive position. So it is tower diveable. So especially if you bait out the parry, we can tower dive him easy peasy. Watch, so we're gonna Q, we're gonna try and bait out the parry. Like, kind of bait out the W by Qing on him here. See if he uses it. Okay, when you're right on top of them, it's super hard to react to it. GG Shiro. Appreciate the 1v1. Well played. So for you guys that just joined the stream, sorry that you weren't able to catch the lesson live, but make sure if you want to catch the lesson that you guys save the link, rewatch the VOD. It's going to be unlisted, so make sure that you save the link and then you can rewatch the VOD. Make sure to, head over to the ProGuides site if you want to see more live classes like this. And then also, if you're interested just in seeing my content, my coaching content, my solo queue content, my streams, then check out the description below. You'll see, my stream links at twitch.tv/MikeYeung. You can also see my Discord link to join my Discord community when you get notifications. So I'll type it out here. Here are the links. This twitch.tv/MikeYeung. Discord.gg/MikeYeung if you're interested in coaching, if you're interested in stuff like that. You can head over and shoot me a message, head over to check out my community there, turn on notifications, all that stuff. Alright guys, so let me answer a few more questions in chat and then we'll end the stream, and then I might be streaming later tonight on Twitch. So definitely head over and hit me up with the follow right now if you haven't already. We're going to be probably streaming today some solo queue games. So yeah. Appreciate the guide. Have a great day everyone. This is why I said, how to jungle good? Jungle good. No, but actually just watch a lot of VODs, watch a lot of guides. There's so much information in League that's really helpful to learn instead of just mindlessly playing. What's your opinion on AP Shaco? I think it's pretty good actually, but it's hard to play, so make sure that you are really good with it. Don't pick it up if you've never played it before. Is Aatrox jungle good? I wouldn't say it's top tier, but if you like Aatrox, then go for it. What advice do you have for Echo jungle? For Echo jungler players, just trying to get your jungle item, and then once you're power spike, then you can fight a bunch. Alright guys, thank you guys for watching the stream. Make sure to head over to my stream link at twitch.tv/MikeYeung. Hit me up with that follow button, please. Appreciate you guys watching. Hopefully you guys learned something new. And I'm gonna peace out. See you guys.